Hello there, this is Jedi Master Daniel 96, and today's video we're going to be doing a book discussion. This one is on Star Trek Strange New Worlds, The High Country by John Jackson Miller. And we're talking about a Strange New Worlds novel, so an appropriate time since the third season just came out on last Thursday as of this recording, so little thing there. And if you haven't seen the Strange New World series, definitely watch it. It's a pretty good one. It's probably the best of modern era Star Trek in my opinion. So that's just my thoughts there. And I know with Star Trek novels, I've done some Next Generation novels on here, some Voyager novels, and a Picard novel on this channel so far. So here we are talking about a Strange New Worlds novel. And for those that are worried about spoilers, I won't go heavily into spoilers. I might give away some minor spoilers in that, so I'll kind of just give you like the basic story and all that kind of thing. So that's with that. And anyway, let's dive in. So this is the first line of the Strange New Worlds novels, and this came out like between when season 1 came out and when season 2 was on the horizon. So it was kind of in that kind of early 2023 time frame, so a little bit when this book was published. And like we have the characters like Pike, Spock, Una, and Uhura, and then we also have Hemmer the Andorian, which is a character from early on in the show. So a little bit on that bit there with Hemmer. And then like this book is divided into like multiple parts. And then with each section of the parts, you get a map, which is pretty cool. And I know, John Jackson Miller went with the approach of using a map in his recent Star Wars novel, which this Star Trek novel was, published before his latest Star Wars novel. And I've been a fan of John Jackson Miller's works. Like, I've enjoyed a lot of his Star Wars works, and I've enjoyed his, Burtonverse Batman novel that came out last year as well. So I do have experiences with John Jackson Miller. And the main bit, like the main plot of this is like our crew is stranded on this planet with no technology, like that they can't reach the Enterprise and all that. And then while they're on the planet, they come in contact with the Skagarans. And throughout the book, you get a mention of Jonathan Archer, who's the captain from the Enterprise series, which I think Star Trek Enterprise is one of the most underrated Star Trek shows in my opinion. So I just had to bring that up. And I really did love the acknowledgement of Jonathan Archer in here and the mention of him. Like, he doesn't make an appearance, but a lot of his mentions do play a pivotal part to the story. So I will say that without giving any spoilers away. And then, we learn about the planet's culture, the environment. Like, it kind of has that more fun adventure story in here. So that's kind of like the feel of this book. And the pacing can be a little fast in here, but I think it makes it more entertaining in a way with the pacing. Like, it's a story that kind of will grab you more. Like, it's that sort of kind of story of a fast and fun kind of story. So that's kind of the feel of this book. We even get a mention of the Klingon War in here, which I thought was a nice touch in here as well, kind of like enriching the lore in here. So that was pretty cool. And I mean, I really did enjoy this book, and I think this book might be a good place to start. If you're looking to get into any Star Trek novels, this one might be a good place to start. And if you're a Strange New Worlds fan, I'd say definitely read this. Like, you don't have to have any prior knowledge of other Star Trek novels to read this book. I mean, it is a self-contained story, and I mean, if you've seen Enterprise or, know about Jonathan Archer, I mean, you kind of have the idea with that, and then having awareness of the Klingon War, having that kind of thing. It doesn't make you need to understand all that. It just is things that are mentioned, but that's kind of my thing there. And I really did love how Pike and Una were written in here as well. So that's kind of that. And I'd probably rate it an 8 out of 10. And that does it for me in this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Did you love this book, not love this book, were you indifferent? let me know your thoughts down below about this book for those that have read it. And let's share this video. Let's get to 700 subscribers. And you can follow me on Bluesky, Jedi Master Daniel 96, Instagram, JMD96_YT, Twitter at DarrenRS87, and Facebook, Jedi Master Daniel 96. Have a great day, everyone, and live long and prosper. Bye.